automatically free India. But that doesn't mean that whatever we can do. Though we are a citizen of this free India, yet the constitutions apply over us. We cannot breach the constitutions of India in the name of freedom. Because the constitutions guide us how to utilize your freedom for your own benefits as well as your fellow beings' benefits. Is it not correct? It is correct. So the scriptures, they are the constitutions of our life. You have no choice that whether you follow the constitutions or not. No. You are a citizen of India, you are bound to follow. That is very important. So as a human being, we have no choice that whether we have to study the scriptures, we follow their instructions or not. No. As a human being, if you want to enjoy your life, make your life happy, blissful, we have to study and follow the instructions. No choice. But if we don't study, don't follow, life will not stop. Life will go on. If you follow the traffic rules, red light, green light, it is your own benefit. If you don't follow, you will meet accident. You will reach nowhere. So the traffic lights are not hindering our way to reach the destinations. Rather, they are facilitating us to reach faster to your destinations. Just makes your speed faster than this thing. But people think, no, they can't have patience. Sometimes they see there is no cop and they want to breach that. But this can be done in India only, nowhere in anywhere in other country. Here also in the big cities now, CCTV something going on. So these rules, regulations, they are not the obstacles to prevent our progress. Rather, they just make us our progress easy and faster. Provided we have to understand properly from the right teachers, and once we understood the cause why we study the scriptures, really then our progress will be much faster. So because of two freedom, and because of two freedoms, we are eligible to have moksha, liberations. Suppose we are also controlled by nature like animals, then where is the freedom of moksha? There is no imaginations. There is no idea of the moksha. The animals is controlled by nature. The cow cannot eat meat however the drought is there, because they have to eat only grass. The lion cannot eat grass. However animals we eat and finish, they have to eat only the meat, because they are controlled by nature. They have no freedom. But we people eat everything. We can observe fast, we can eat grass, we can eat all animals. I know sometime I heard the cannibals also were there. So, that is very important. So only two things can guide us at the right time and to select a right choice. Because one wrong selection makes our whole life hell. One is the sand, means sages of our country, and other is the scriptures. Sant and Anant. Anant means the scriptures. So, therefore, the Bhagavad Gita and our Upanishads, Ramcharitmanas, Bhagavatam, all they become very important to understand at the early age. Therefore, you must be remembering in our ancient culture, there was a system called Gurukulam. Even Lord Krishna and Ram, they used to go to Gurukul. And first they have to understand what is the life, what is the real goal of our life, under the guidance of their teacher. And they stay there for a long time and understand the philosophy of life. After that, whatever interest in which they want to, they can do. But first they have to understand the real goal of our life and how to achieve that goal, and that is very important. Therefore, the scriptures is not choice, it is compulsory as a human being, because we are a human being having this power of discriminations. So, you heard now so far first chapter and second chapter. So, first chapter, as you heard from Swami Mitranandi, might be, and second Ramakrishnananda. And the third chapter, it was a very, very favorite and loving chapter to Puja Gurudev. I heard 3-4 times from Puja Gurudev, and certain slokas he used to 3-4 times he used to just make us repeat. So when the second chapter discourse ended with the descriptions of the Sthit Prajna, the man of perfection, the man of realizations, and Arjun heard all the full chapter very, very consciously and with the right attentions. And now Arjuna is not as he was in first chapter. The communications of the knowledge mean that the relation between the teacher and taught. If the teacher is now keeps on explaining and the student is sleeping, not thinking, then the communications of knowledge cannot take place. So along with the teacher, the student also develop and just thinks in the line of the teachers. Then only he can receive the proper learning. So Arjun is like that. And in the beginning he was very much confused about many things in his life. And Lord Krishna is that he was with him. With us, no Krishna. Only the words of Krishna are there. When he heard a large, elaborate discussions and explanations about the man of realization, but after having described everything, the Krishna gave order to Arjuna to act. So naturally, the ordinary man can get confused that, oh Krishna, you are glorifying the path of renunciation and perfections, and you ended your discourse also that descriptions of the Sthit Prajnas, and you are telling me to do the act instead of renouncing everything, and it is not an easy, just simple task or simple work, and that is where there is a war and where blood sheds and killing each other. That type of actions you are telling me to do, so little bit I am not telling that you are wrong, but able to understand. That is the good quality of the student in the field of scripture, in spiritual. That Shraddhavan lavate jnana. However, you are a weak student, but if you have firm faith in the words of teachers and scriptures, you will learn many things. Not at this juncture we are able to understand everything what teacher is explaining, but we have got full freedom to ask our questions, and question can be asked only the person who is thinking. One who reaches to this destination, the perfections, total perfection, he has no question, because he is Siddha Purusha. And one who is totally just a material person, is nothing to do with the scripture and the spiritual life, he also has no question. In between, who's trying to understand the life, who's trying to get that the real happiness in the life, and that seeker of truth, they have questions. So those who are here, really we are in that category, including everyone. So the Arjuna also seeking the knowledge, the right path of leading happy life. And therefore, he has got the questions. And with that questions, this third chapter starts.